Yeah, what's good, guys? Apollo back. I just want to talk about last night, the funeral of George Floyd. Now, the one thing that Al Sharpton touched on a few things actually, but I think the most important thing that he touched on was all of this talk about Make America Great Again. And this has got nothing to do with Donald Trump. It's just going to understand the mindset of the people and the voters who actually think that America was great in the first place. Now, let's go back and understand the reasons why Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee. And big props to all the sportsmen, policemen, police chiefs, and all the official officers right now who are joining the marchers in taking a knee. Everybody, including the National Guard, everybody is out there taking a knee. And that's because everybody wants this to stop. And those people in the police departments who are consistently bullying, I mean, yesterday we saw different acts going on where people were getting bullied, people were getting hurt, and people were getting hospitalized because of, again, a life of a black man has already been taken and the police are still hurting people. I just don't know what it is that they can't see. We saw a 75-year-old man get pushed to the ground by two officers, and the department tried to say that the man fell over. So again, do you remember when I said that if a police officer commits a crime, he is normally backed by his station. The station does not look to imply any wrongdoing of what is actually going on. What they do, the first court of action, is to protect their staff instead of reprimanding them for these actions. They try to palm it off like the man fell over. Now, that 75-year-old man, has relatives. He has people who love him. Try to lie their way out of a situation from the impact of the ground, and you can see blood coming out of his ears. That this guy was hurt. What local officials, this is what I'm saying, protect and serve, guys. Protect and serve. You're hurting the people who are paying your salaries, who you're sworn to protect. You're hurting these people. And what it's good is to see some of these people come out, get called out. We want everyone to get called out. Those two men now have been suspended, and this is being reviewed in order for arrest. So I hope that goes well. But again, it talks about everybody taking a knee, and everybody taking a knee, blessed Colin Kaepernick, and everybody taking a knee is to stop police brutality against minorities. That's what it's for. Forget the flag, forget the national anthem. It's never been about that. It's been about that because you, who don't understand police brutality, want to make us the villains. You want to make us the people who are wrong. I even heard when we saw one white policeman in plain clothes take a hammer to shop windows to start looting and vandalizing. That is a plainclothes policeman trying to do that. He wants us to take the blame for causing trouble and listing us looters and murderers and terrorists. That's what they want to root black people as. People of minority, Hispanics, Asians, blacks. They want us to be the people who are causing trouble. That's why when you saw John Boyega at Hyde Park, John Boyega said to everybody one thing: we want this to be a peaceful protest because they want us, to cause trouble. That's what they want, because they want to give themselves a reason to blame us, to hurt us, to kill us. That's what they want. Let's not give them that reason. And this is why it's been disturbing to see those scenes where non-ethnic minorities and police officials in plain clothes were trying to fluff it up to make us look bad. That's how bad this problem is, guys. It's running far deeper than anyone could understand. So that is why people are now taking a knee, and footballers are taking a knee as well. Big shout out to Sancho. Scored a hat-trick over the weekend. He took off his shirt and he got fined a yellow card. he's another player in his team took off his shirt when he scored and had the same writing on his t-shirt, but yet he wasn't booked. And this is just a simple showing of how racism is rife in football officiating and in football stadiums across Europe and across the world. We are still fighting the fight, guys, and we have to hold these people accountable. That referee, I want him to answer as why he booked Sancho and he didn't book his teammate. He booked the black guy, yeah, and he didn't book his teammate. So one guy gets treated different from the other. These are things that have to be answered. So let's go back to Al Sharpton again, because we made the point about why Colin Kaepernick takes the knee. Al Sharpton said, "Make America great again" is wrong. It's a wrong analogy because America's never been great. Do you call the way how black people have been treated in America great? Do you call the way how Asians and Hispanics have been treated in America as well great? No, you can't. Can you call the treatment of Native Americans great? No, you can't. So for the right-wing slogan to say "Make America Great Again," America in that point has never been great to its people. The point right now where we're drawing the line is to make America great, yeah, by getting rid of these officials and officers who are corrupt, by getting rid of the government, the corruption within the right-wing politics, so that we can have Republicans stand for what they truly believed in. Because if you guys think that this is a true reflection of the Republican parties, yeah, and the GOP, then you're wrong. These people in power do not have GOP and Republican Party policies at play. They do not have their ethics. They do not have their philosophies, yeah? There are three parties in America right now: the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, and Trump's. Yeah, and what they have to do is root out these Trump affiliations, and then bring the Republican Party back to where they was before. Yeah, bring them back to the golden age of what they stood for. Only then can they be respected as a party with values. Right now, they cannot be respected as a party with values, because those values that Donald Trump is running at the top of the hill are full of bigotry, racism, yeah, discrimination, and oppression against women. And that is not what the Republican Party stands for. So, and listen, true Republican Party voters will know that. They would. And they would know the difference between Donald Trump and the true Republican Party. So those people have to be called out. They have to call out their own party. Right now, we're seeing a flood of top-level officials and army officers, military strategists, the lot, yeah, who are now all calling out Donald Trump. They're calling him out because these are people who understand the differences. So we need to see more of that, guys. And in November, we want to see change. That's what we want to see. But on top of that, big shout out to Al Sharpton. And I really struggled when we had to hold our breath for over 8.5 minutes. I sat there in despair, tears, just in anxiety, just thinking this is what he was going through. And at that time, I could still breathe and he couldn't. He had a knee on his neck. He had a knee on his back, impacting his lungs. And from all channels, he was suffering. And last night, people around the world got to feel how that felt like. And that shit was real. That hit home harder than anything that I could ever imagine. And guys, we can only move onwards and upwards with where we are right now. And we need to see more of this happening. We need to see police brutality put to an end and make police accountable for their actions. To see that some policemen were still out there hurting people, we need to let them know that they can be arrested and taken to court and trialed for their actions. That needs to be on the menu. And whoever comes into power, be it Joe Biden, the first thing I need to see, and we need to hold him accountable for it now. Questions need to be asked to Joe Biden that will you bring in new policies that will deal with corrupt police officers? Yeah, we need that answered for now, because if Joe Biden can put that down as one of his policies, then that will bring voters to the table. Because the trick now is to get everybody out there to vote this man out of power and bring in Joe Biden, so that we can have a fairer system that will be for the people, with the people. Yeah? Bring back the days where police officers were known as community people who could help, people who can protect and serve. That's the policy right now. That's where we should be going back to. And the same in the UK as well. Yeah? That's all from me, guys. Big shout out to all of you. And listen, like and subscribe to the channel. We're nearly at 500. Just need 5 more subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Peace out, man. Right back at you. Hashtag stay home. Hashtag with me. I'm out.